Hello, and welcome to the Grim Report. Pretty cool, huh? I wanted to use something different this time. Believe it or not, Captain America by Nose is back. But so are 8 more superheroes. Yeah, 8 more than the Cap returns. Steve Rogers is back after 2 years spent as all new Captain America. Sam Wilson early yet still more than Cap's support. The World War II legend will once again don the variation of red, white, and blue to fight threats as one of the Marvel's Sentinels of Liberty. The move comes just as Steve Rogers celebrates his 75th anniversary, and what better way to celebrate 75 years of Captain America than by having 2 Captain Americas? What? Spencer explains Steve Rogers' Captain America returns to Sam Wilson's status. But reclaiming a mantle isn't rare when it comes to superheroes. It's not even rare to Steve Rogers. Nearly every notable superhero has passed the torch on the new person and later reclaimed it. It's time-honored tradition, and Steve Rogers suited up once again in the latest in long line of guarded returns. Some other notable heroes turn. Captain America, of course, we know that. Superman, remember him. Superman's death, 1992, the major deal marked one of the first times that comic book stories been gamered major national news coverage in the wake of Man of Steel's demise. From different heroes tried to pick up where he left off. None of them could. Cyborg, Superman, Steel, and Eradicator. The real Superman remained dead for a year, when actually he was recuperating from the battle. Superman returned in 1983, putting some of the replacements out of work, while Superboy and Steel became fixtures in the CCU. When Tony Stark's drink problem worsened, his best friend James Rhodes stepped into the armor and operated it as Iron Man. Rhodey's stint as Iron Man lasted from 1983 to 85. Wow. When Tony Stark returned in a new silver and red Iron Man suit, but that's not the only time Tony has returned in the Iron Man role. Mid-90s, a teenager version of Tony Stark took Iron Man's place after it was revealed that adult Stark was a sleeper agent for Kang. The hero's return eventually relaunched Iron Man with a new #1 in 1997 and put an adult Tony back in the red and gold, and rendered all Teen Tony stuff obscured and hiccups in the hero's history. Batman. Yeah, of course. Everybody knows Batman died. Seriously. Hung up his cape twice in the past quarter century, once due to injury and once due to death, or, well, come up with death. Following his defeat, the hands of Bane, the super strong villain who broke Batman's back, Robin outfitted John Paul Bailey in the Batsuit and rushed him into the fray. Bailey soon earned his own heavily armored and heavily 90s Batsuit, but Bruce Wayne took the role back 2 years later when Bailey's method became too extreme. Following Batman's death in 2008, Dick Grayson fought for the right to wear the cowl. Grayson continued to serve as Batman even after Bruce Wayne's return from death in 2010, but the line-wide New 52 rebooted and installed an original Batman. Spider-Man. You can't have a battle superheroes replacing it without bringing up Spider-Man's Clone Saga. Some people liked it, some people didn't. Spider-Man line changed up things in the mid-90s by revealing that Spider-Man fans had followed for past 20 years. In fact, the clone of the original, after discovering that the facts possible clone, Peter Parker gave his spider duds to a possible real deal Peter Parker, aka Ben Reilly. Riley's web swinging lasted for just 1 year, 96, before it was revealed that he was actually a clone. Peter Parker had to put up with another imposter, Dr. Octavius. Then the infamous spider villain swapped brains with the hero for a year and a half. But Peter Parker was given control of his body again in 2014 when Ock realized he didn't cut it as Superior Spider-Man. Not many people liked it. Some people said it just drug on too long. Batgirl. DC's New 52 rebooted to allow publisher to reinstate many of the classic characters. Heroes Row, Batgirl being one of them, guys. So we mentioned Batman as well as Batgirl. Barbara Gordon time as Batman in Batgirl ended abruptly in 1988 after Joker shot her in The Killing Joke. Gordon's crime-fighting career didn't end there, though. As paralyzed hero, she became information broker, oracle, and worked with Birds of Prey. Other Batgirls filled the role of Cassandra Cain and Stephanie Brown, and became fan favorite characters. But in the reboot 2011, gave the cape and cowl back to Barbara Gordon, cementing that the new DCU only ever had one Batgirl. It's true. She was the only true Batgirl. Thor. After killing Loki, developed that did not stick in any way. Thor was banished from Asgard by Heldum and stripped of his body. Godly role. Sarah Masterson as Arctic and Thrian Thor stepped, filling the void left by Thor's outstanding and became the new god of thunder. The new Thor filled the old Thor's shoes for 2 years, even serving as a member of the Avengers, fighting in operations of Galactic Storm, and Odin eventually restored Thor's power in 1983. But he also created a mace dubbed Thunderstrike specifically for Masterson, the ex-Thor. Then became the hero Thunderstrike, a role he held for 2 years, until his death. Currently, Jane Foster wields Manor and serves as Thor while the original Odin's son remains missing. He's not missing, guys. He's just sick and tired of that taking up the role. Lastly, guys, Green Lantern. Hal Jordan might not be the original Green Lantern, but he's become the most persistent. The second hero to bear the name Green Lantern, Jordan was introduced as Silver Age comic in 1959 and would wear the ring for the next 3 decades. Jordan often operated alongside 2 backup lanterns, Guy Gardner and John Stewart, until Stewart took over the full-time in 1984. Crisis on Infinite Earth rebooted John Stewart rebooted DC continually in 1985 and replaced Jordan as a primary lantern once more. In 1984, Jordan went mad with the power and became the villain Parallax. So Jordan was actually Parallax. Thus necessitating a Green Lantern. Kyle Rayner, unlikely every other replacement hero on this list. Rayner's tenure as GL lasted a whopping 10 years, but Rayner's longevity could not protect him from superhero traditions, and Hal Jordan was reassured, reformed, and reinstated in 2014 Screen Rebirth. There you go, guys. Bunch of heroes died, and a bunch of them were brought back. A few of them happy that they brought them back. I'm glad they brought some of them back. Others, I'm like, what on earth were they thinking when they brought them back? I mean, I can understand Superman. A lot of people like Superman. A lot of you like Superman. I can't stand Superman. it beats me why people like Superman. But, you know, then there's this whole Thorina crap that's really not bringing Thor back. He's not really missing, and I just took his powers, and he's saying, okay, well, I'm not a superhero anymore. I'll just quit. Don't have my powers anymore, you know? I'll just quit. So, yeah, basically, Thor's no longer Thor. So he's like, forget you. You don't need me no more. I don't need you. I'm not going to even teach Jennifer a freaking thing. Which is kind of selfish, but then again, Thor didn't learn how to be... Thor learned himself how to be a hero. And I don't know if Jennifer's doing good or not. I don't read Thor. Thorina, I'm sorry, because it's not Thor. I don't read Thorina. So, yeah, I don't know if she's doing good or not. I mean, I know they're gonna probably bring up a Thor, an actual Thor, but they're gonna call it Odin's son, which is stupid. Why can't they just give Thorina, or whatever, call it Jennifer, the Thunder Goddess? Because Thor actually means Thunder God. And she's not a god. She's not a man. So yeah, until that's done, I'm done. So, good luck. Good night. Leave who you like. Leave what comeback I missed down in the comments. And God bless.